And how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back once again to another VR Master League match here in week number 10. We are closing in on the end of the season, and we have a match tonight between Sinister Pride and Ember. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a late start, but we do have some information coming from both teams, so it looks like Sinister Pride is going to be banning Bazaar. So there will be no Bazaar, and then Ember is going to be banning Downfall 1. So right off the bat, two very heavily played matches or maps are going to be banned out in this match. So we won't be seeing either one of those. That being said, I am SethBowdenGaming. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Hope you all are ready for a good match. Give me just a second. We're going to set up some cameras. I am going to be alone tonight, unfortunately. It's the joy of these late night weekday casts. Now, our first map is going to be... Actually, that's a really good question. Alright, so it looks like our first map is going to be Suburbia. Alright, so give us just a second to get these cameras set up. Right into map number 1. Look at the home team. You do have Sinister Pride. They are going to be the home team for this matchup. So you have Nullus, Ostentatious, Kanan, Fester, Quintessential, the Lion, and Traden on their roster. And taking a look at their record, they've been up and down all year long. Right now they're sitting towards the middle bottom of the leaderboard. But that being said, we're jumping right into the game. So here we go. Round number 1 coming at you very quickly. I need to get my audio working. There we go. All right, so you do have Ember. They are going to be on defense. Sinister Pride's going to be on offense. They're going for a cap right here on White Car objective. You do have a forward push, actually, from Ember. Now he's going to be right in that semi. It's going to be a hard place to be picked up. They're going to have to turn very quickly, but it looks like everyone on Sinister Pride is going to be pushing this lane number 4 area. All 5 members, Smokes went out middle, and lane 4 is going to be pushed heavily. Now, right now, one grenade could really screw up Sinister Pride. One defensive grenade. They are way too close together. But they are throwing some frag grenades of their own. Smokes are out now. I believe that's J-Lo has pushed up to the red car. He's in a great position here. He's going to be able to see them cross. Shots are out from J-Lo.
One on lane 4. He's got the silver car.
And J-Lo's actually able to land shots on Ostentatious. Traden was not able to hit him when he came around that side. Fester now looking for J-Lo as well. But they already have men behind. They've made it all the way across. That is a great push right there. I don't think Ember are aware that there are 2 members back here. But J-Lo's able to take out Traden. Quintessential returns the favor. Now Destructor, he's calling it out. He knows there are people in the backyard. You can shoot through that wall there. If they can see each other, they can go right through that wall. However, Fester is able to land those shots. It is 2 men down for both sides. Durafin takes out Fester, but now Quintessential with the grenade. It is not going to do damage through that wall. You have two members of Ember right beside each other, Durfin and Rob. That wall just saved them. Now Durfin, he can shoot right through that wall if Squint sees him. Durfin should be looking right at him. He shoots through the wall, and Quintessential is down and out. Only one member remaining of Sinister Pride. He's got a long way to go. He's coming up the main road. Also, if anyone has issues with audio, if I'm too loud or the game too loud or anything like that, make sure you let me know. I am on a 6-minute delay, so it'll take me a little bit to get it all situated. Now, Kanan does have a member. Not even sure who that is from this far away. AF. AF is all the way at the end. You should be able to see him. Rob is looking on direction, and Rob lands a shot. Round number 1 to Ember. Now let's take a look at these two teams. So for the Volk side, you do have Fester, you do have Trade, Quintessential, Ostentatious, and Kanan. Lion being the only member not in this match. And then on the Ember side, you do have Rob, AF, Durfin, Destructor, and J-Lo. There's AFs on both sides match. So right now, if we do take a look at the rankings very, very quickly before we get into round number 2, you will see Sinister Pride right now holding that rank number 30 position, and Ember sitting at 26. Now, even though they are towards the bottom of the leaderboard, you'll see they're only about 20 to 40 points away from being right in the middle of the pile. There are about 2 to 3 weeks left in the league season, so all they need to do is win this match here. They can actually, if they do all of their regular matches and then get some challenges in and they go on a winning streak, they could very easily be up in that middle position by the end of the year. So it's still anybody's game right now. Just because they're at the bottom doesn't mean they're going to stay at the bottom at all. That being said, let's get back into the game here. And here we go with round number 2. This time we do have Ember. They're going to be pushing up from this south side. Like we got some calisthenics going on from J-Lo. Alright, so once again, we have a very similar spread for Sinister Pride this time. Kanan's going to be holding down that semi-truck. Again, it's very hard to see because he is all black, and it's a fairly black background. It's going to be hard to see him. They're going to have to clear him really quick. Now Ember, they are going to take their time. No smokes out yet. And here we go. At the same time, they've been practicing that. That is 3-4 grenades on objective. Now Kanan should be able to see AF as soon as he peeks out. A grenade that is going to take out Destructor. AF can go for the revive, but he's taking out himself. Now Rob's going to be able to move on that. He may just free fire through the brush. He does not land any shots. He's going to go for a revive here on Destructor, and the revive does come out. Now, those were great shots through the hedges. He may think that he took out Kanan here. Quintessential on the other side, taking out J-Lo. Now, Rob turns and takes out Kanan. I'm surprised. It looked like he wasn't going to clear that corner. Trayton is on the objective. Rob out in the open. Trayton turns his back and gets taken out by Rob. Now Fester is able to pick up Rob before he makes it up to the objective. I'm not sure why the Volk member turned his back. He heard the gunshots. He didn't even check to see if it was his teammate or not. That being said, there are now 3 defensive players. You have Ostentatious, you have Quintessential, and We're missing one on the porch. You have Fester. So they are actually still in a great position here. They're covering all angles. Now, unfortunately for Sinister Pride, Durfin has been able to make it into that backyard. So that's going to be a very strong push position for Ember. But Destructor's going to have to pull a little bit of a distraction or get a pick of his own to make any benefit from that backyard, because as soon as Durfin fires, they're going to close in on Durfin. If Destructor could get a pick here, Durfin would be able to sweep around. But it looks like they may be aware that he's back here. Quintessential is actually in a really good position. He's going to be watching that side. He knows that objective itself is covered currently by Fester. Still 3 minutes left in the round. Ember feeling pretty comfortable at taking their time here. Now Destructor is actually standing up. Even though he's going pretty slow, those steps can still be heard. And Fester, being inside the porch, he can hear everything on the backside. So I wouldn't doubt for a minute that he knows that Destructor's back behind him. Durfin, behind black car, he's just trying to see if he can see anyone. A little bit of a peek up, he's looking on objective. Ostentatious is actually just watching that backyard. He keeps sweeping between backyard and anything going down lane 4 by red car. Now here comes Destructor. Quintessential just out in the middle right now. He's using that white car and those hedges for protection. No change in the last minute. 2 minutes left in the round. They're going to have to start thinking of doing some sort of coordination. It may have been a grenade out from Destructor. Now Destructor actually took a shot there, but he was able to take out Quintessential. Now Fester is 100% aware of where he's at, but Destructor's going to relocate. He makes the call out, Fester, knowing that he's switching. So it is 2-on-2. Ostentatious watching in Durfin's position. Durfin is actually picked up by Fester, but Durfin's going to be able to make some call outs here. Destructor knows where Fester is. Fester knows where Destructor is. All Austin's going to need to do is just stand up and check. As soon as Destructor takes shots on Fester, Austin's going to peek. This is not a good position to be in. Closing in on a minute left in the round. You hear those call outs to Destructor. 50 seconds left in the round. Destructor's about to see Fester. Still no shots. Still no shots. He can't see him through the brush. Still no shots. And Fester, using the leg of the chair, is fully protected from those shots, and Sinister Pride are going to take the point. I will say the last 2 matches that I've seen, those lawn chairs on the front porch have done amazing work at protecting from those bullets. Who knew that they built such durable lawn furniture? That I need to be getting me some of that. So after 2 rounds, we are all tied up 1-1. Looks like Volk has been the point gatherer so far. No points yet for the Marstock side. So chat, what are you guys thinking about the 1.4 update? Now that it's been re-released, I've noticed that there's a lot. There's still some issues with it, of course, as with any new build, but it seems like it's more stable for some. It seems like it's worse for others. I will say the design of it and everything looks great. There's been some great additions to this new build. But as with any build that makes as many changes as this did, it's going to take some getting used to for sure. But here we go. Our mid-round timer has stopped. We may be calling for a timeout. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's my settings or if it is, or if there's an issue from the caster point of view, but I'm actually having an issue. I can't actually see Marsoc's left side to see if they are all ready up or not. But that being said, we are moving into round number 3. This time we're going to follow Sinister Pride as they attack. Now last time they all pushed this right side, and it looks like they're setting up to do the same.
Shoot like crazy, guys. Shoot like crazy.
You hear the calls. Looks like we're going for a quick cap here. They're calling out for spray fire. We do have a grenade out. No, that is actually C4, one of the new additions to this build. Actually in a really good position. When they come around that side, they're going to be able to detonate that. It's going to be hard for that to be cleared. Now, I thought they were going to go for a fast cap. Looks like they had something else in mind. Rob's in a good position to be able to stop that. All 3 members of Ember right here in this one little yard. They want to stay bunched up on objective. 4 members of Sinister Pride heading for lane 4. And there we go. We have our first smoke out. It is going to be in the front yard. Another smoke out. That's actually not going to affect anyone. No one is backed by Black Car. But that second one is. C4 is detonated. It lands on no one. Shots out from Quintessential onto Durathan. Fester actually downed Ostentatious. Rob with a grenade on Traden takes him out, and Durathan finishes him up. Ostentatious is down but not out. There's a smoke grenade on Austin. It looks like they're going to go for a revive. All 4 members have moved up to this lane 3 position. Rob now is able to get eyes on, but there's a lot of smoke. Revive comes out. Ostentatious is back up. Quintessential peeks through. He sees Rob. Rob gets tagged, but Rob is not down. Quintessential makes it around the side. Rob's going to have to heal here. Here now we have a split. Durathan is able to see Quintessential as he tries to flank around, takes him out. Rob now shooting on Ostentatious position. Fester peeks out. And Ostentatious, actually with a great angle on AF, is able to tag AF there in the side. Rob is down but not out. Durathan may have to try and go for a revive here.
I will tell you if anyone's coming from lane 2 to capture.
Actually, it looks like they're just going to leave him there. He's going to have great intel. And here we go. We have yet another relocation. Fester's going to come all the way around to lane 1. Kanan's staying right there in the middle. Destructor has not moved his eyes from lane 1. And as I say that, he turns his back. And Fester is going to be able to peek up here. He may be able to see Destructor from there. Shots are actually out onto Durathan's position. No shots land. Destructor's going to have to look there. Kanan looks like he may be pushing up towards Fester. I'm not sure where Kanan's going, but he is out in the open. All Destructor needs to do is stand up. I think Kanan is waiting for Fester to turn this corner. I think he thinks that was enemy shots. Destructor still not peeking at all, not even looking through the hedge. He should be able to see Kanan. And right now, Kanan has his tablet out. He now knows that that's a friendly over there. And now Destructor should be able to see Fester moving out. He's waiting for him to peek. Kanan has been called out. Fester is taken out.
We're running down.
Kanan now knows where Fester is. Durathan blind firing at that bush. Kanan looking for Destructor. Kanan's the last remaining member of Sinister Pride. He does have plenty of time. Tablet's out. He knows he's the last member. More shots on Kanan's position. Destructor just needs to sneak up, and finally he does. But all he needs to do is stand up and shoot. Kanan cannot move. He's pinned. And a grenade finally is going to come out. Will it be close enough? It will not. Kanan makes it back around. I'm not sure why Destructor didn't just stand up there. But Kanan's able to make it back out. He still has a long road to tow. He has 2 members and 1 downed member who's going to be able to call out everything he sees. It's going to be really hard to get a double tap on him. Kanan now with another redirection. Durfin only looking at this right side. He's not looking left. If he doesn't look left, he could actually be picked up here. And there we go. There's the rotation. He's going to be looking left and right. Durfin's now actually going to move up. He's going to go for the revive. However, the member just went down. He went just a little bit too slow. If he would have made that play 10 seconds sooner, he would have been able to pick up that revive. Kane is pre-firing feet. He sees ahead. Unfortunately, it's a down member. Durfin is going to peek up. Durfin steps out of cover to get that kill, but his shots do land, and that is another Volk round. After 3 rounds, it is 2-1 with Volk taking every single round so far. I do like to see some of these mid-range matchups because they pull out some unique strategies. Oftentimes when you have teams like Globochem or Danglers and the like, you kind of already know ahead of time what they're going to do, and it's always fun watching how fluid they get their jobs accomplished. But then when you get down to the middle ranks and the lower ranks, it's you never know what you're going to get. It's always exciting to watch. So far, it's been a mainly defensive battle for both teams, but I'd be excited to see something new here as both teams begin to loosen up and we move into later rounds. All right, looks like we do have both teams ready. There's 20 seconds left on that mid-round counter. All right, looks like they've completely disabled the auto match start. We are now into the 4th round. All right, this time we're going to watch Sinister Pride on defense. Quintessential with his obligatory team chant at the beginning of the round. Pretty sure he doesn't get paid if he does not express that with every single round start. Rob instantly unloading with that full automatic rifle. Shooting down the lane, just keeping people's heads down. Now, very different approach than Ember. Sinister Pride, they're going to keep all their members on the left side, no one on the right side at all. Now Kanan's starting to move over towards that lane 1 area. But they all closed down the objective, making sure it's not going to be a quick push. Now we do have 2 members here. Kanan's going to be on this front porch. AF is going to be back behind. Grenade is going to come out. It's going to be a smoke grenade. That's actually a really good smoke grenade. Another one, perhaps a little bit too far. C4 is going to go off. Ostentatious is going to come up with a grenade. He lost the grenade over the wall. It's going to be too far. No, it's not. He takes out both members. Rob and Destructor are both down. Now, he did give up his life for that. Durfin's going to be able to come in for a revive. Now, Rob's going to be able to revive the Destructor. That was a good grenade. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get the job done. Ember and Sinister Pride are both down a player. Now AF is going to be turning this corner very soon. Destructor takes out Fester. Quintessential is taking out Rob. We're getting lots of shots here in the middle. Kanan and AF. Kanan sees AF first and takes him down. We now have 3 defensive members, 2 offensive.
I thought I rotated the black car.
Unfortunately, it does look like most of the utility for Ember is down, so this is going to be a shootout at this point, unless they can pick up some grenades off of downed players. Don't see any grenades around for Destructor. Durfin, he's going to be pushing up that center lane. Destructor coming up lane 3. Sinister Pride, they're going to hold firm where they're at. They have pretty good coverage on the objective. Durfin with shots out. Not sure if who he's shooting at. Actually, is that Kanan shooting? Now Kanan hears Durfin. 3 minutes left in the round. Destructor takes the prone position. He may be attempting to go for a cap here. If he can get up to red car, he can get a cap. The only one who's going to be able to see him probably is Traden. Now Traden shifts him right now, and just like that, Traden takes him out. Great heads-up play. Good position by Traden. Quintessential probably would not have been able to see that crawl from that position. Even if he peeked, it would be very hard for him to see that crawl. So great positioning by Traden to be in a position where he can see anything that happens behind that red car. Now it is all up to Durfin. Durfin's still holding out lane 2. It looked like he wanted to go lane 1 for a moment, but then he changed his mind on that. Durfin not sure where to go. He knows there's more than one member because multiple guns went off there. Just over 2 minutes left in the round. And Durfin is able to take out Quintessential, who had rotated around. Kanan's still on this porch. Now Durfin may think that this side's completely clear. Where's he going? With 1:45, he is going to completely flank the entire map. It's one of those cameras. Now he's going to be coming all the way back around to Traden.
I'm gonna watch lane 1 or lane 3 and lane 4. Just let me know if you die. I'm assuming they're coming to lane 1 and lane 2.
I do think it's interesting how different teams call the lanes in the different order. Because that's lane 4 and lane 3 for the teams I play with. But Traden has it as 1 and 2. Alright, so Durfin, he is down to only 55 seconds now. He is going to be able to pick up some supplies off of his teammate here. But he has got to move fast. Now, you should be able to see Traden's head right now, and I believe he does. I believe he's trying to line up a shot, and he does. He opens fire. Now, he's not going to be able to land the shots. Traden needs to peek up. He's not going to be able to. Unfortunately, Durfin, he's about to run out of time. He's only got 35 seconds. Grenade on Durfin's position. Only 24 seconds left. Durfin showing no sense of urgency at this point. Maybe he thinks Traden's the last one. If he can get the kill, he can win the round. Durfin with another. Okay, looks like he pulls out his tablet. He knows how much time he has. Maybe. Maybe not. 8 seconds left. He's going to go try to pick up a kill here. 5 seconds left. Traden peeks up again. Durfin not landing the shots, and that is going to be a round for Sinister Pride. Just running out of time there, and once again Volk stands strong, and we are tied back up at 2-2. Very heavy Volk-sided match so far. We've seen a lot of 5-man pushes actually coming from both teams. 4- and 5-man pushes. You don't see that very often. You usually see an even split, or maybe send 3 on one side, 2 down the other, maybe 4 and 1, but 5-man pushes. come in multiple times. That's very interesting to see. We are playing a best of 3, of course, as we always do, and it is going to be first 1 to 4 points for each map for those of you who may be new to the league rules. We have 25 seconds left in that pre-round timer. Now we are actually going to get a new objective here. We are going to be in the garage. Now this is a very fun objective in my opinion for both sides. It's pretty hard for Marsoc to get here, but if they can make it around the back side of this house, you can actually cap this objective from the back. So even though this is one of the hardest ones to get to the objective, just because you have to go the full distance across the road and everything, it seems to be one of the more capped objectives as well, because if you can sneak around back, the other team usually won't know you're there. But here we go. We're going to stick with Ember on defense and take a look at what their layout is going to be. Unfortunately, Sister Pride is going to know where Ember's spawn point is. Lucky for Ember, there's only one spawn point. So AF, he is going to be holding these bushes. It's actually a great position, except for the fact there's no cement, so any pre-fire can take out AF, but they have to pre-fire it. Otherwise, that's a great position. Rob's going to have a little bit of cement cover. And here we go. We have a pretty even spread all the way across. Lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, and lane 4. Members are moving up. Now J-Lo is going to be staying in the backyard. He's going to be able to see through that window and see anybody going into the center building or coming down lane 2. Also, he'll be able to prevent anyone capping from behind the house as well. You got Destructor and Durafin are going to be taking the upward position. So no one went across. They're actually going to be giving up center house. And center house is a very, very strong point on this this objective. If you can control center house, you're really just in a 50-50 firefight, which if you ask the average Marsoc player, 50-50 when they're attacking, they'll take that chance every time. Not much forward progression so far. You do have members there just now going to be taking hold of the center building. Now they're probably going to do it very slowly because you would expect someone to be in there. We do have a smoke from lane 1. Fester's going to draw a lot of attention. That might give Quintessential exactly what he needs to get up front. Now that is a great smoke. That front yard smoke is going to block Destructor and it's going to block Rob. Now Durafin and AF have a smoke to contend with us on tank as well. Trident makes it upstairs. They pre-fire that corner. No one's there. Drayton actually takes out Durafin actually takes out Sinister. Rob takes out Trade. Quintessential is able to take out Rob. Ostentation takes out Destructor. Sorry, I'm trying to catch some of this, but it's happening so quick. Let me get this camera over in a better position. Trying to see through all the smoke myself. We are actually down to 1 member of Sinister Pride. Just like that, we lost 6 members between both teams. Now Quintessential, he is showing his position. We have lost 1 member of Sinister Pride upstairs. Destructor, once that smoke goes down, should be able to see Quintessential when he starts moving again. J-Lo, still back behind that garage. He's not going to give up that position. Quintessential, just looking for anybody. AF is not going to peek. He's going to be holding that position. Our cameras go. And we are getting FPS drops. There we go. AF is actually in a great position. I love that position right there. He is laying down low, so they're going to have to pre-fire low to even hit him. Otherwise, anyone who comes across trying to get to that objective, he's going to see him. The great position. Which essentially has his work cut out for him. It is 1 versus 3 right now. He does have plenty of time still. He's going to move up towards that tank. Now, the position he's taking, he should actually be able to get there clean unless Destructor is able to see him right now. And he does. And that is going to be another Volk point, and Ember are 1 point away from securing that number 1. Now, one of the benefits of being the away team is you get a pick if you want to be Volk or Marsoc, and they chose to be Volk. Ember chose to be Volk round 1, and that is actually a huge advantage because if you can hold as Volk every round, you will essentially win. Sinister Pride is going to have to get a point here. If they don't get an offensive point, that will be the map's going to go to Ember. But that being said, actually, I'm sorry, we are not there yet. Ember is actually going to be on attack now. So Ember does have a chance here to get a 5-point map victory. If they can get a cap here, they can get the ever-coveted 5 points. Sinister Pride definitely want to hold right here and tie it back up and give themselves one more chance to win map number 1. As we wait to get set up for the next round, it's going to be the exact same objective. I'm Ember on offense. And here we are in round number 6. Let's see if Sinister Pride sends anyone across the street or if they hold everyone back on defense as well. Like they are going to send 2 across. Traden's going to be back on the objective. And we already have a grenade out. Okay, it's a drop grenade. He picks it up and re-throws it. So we have an early smoke. I think that might have been a little too early. Another early smoke. Not quite sure what the purpose of smokes are. Actually, that smoke is completely off the map. Another smoke in the middle. I'm assuming that they're just trying to slow down the push. Maybe they think that Sinister Pride might push up really fast in the forward defensive positions. But they are going to take the center house downstairs. Quintessential needs to be completely silent. There's a grenade on Quintessential's position. Quintessential will be behind the wall. J-Lo checking every corner. J-Lo's going to be rushing up. Quintessential knows he's there. And Quintessential's able to take out J-Lo. Fester's able to take out Durafin. Durafin's able to take out Fester. We do have a trade. It's actually a really good shot to be able to take out Fester in this upper window. Now Kanan's still down below. Is going to be able to see anyone coming out of that center house. AF in that bottom window. That tablet having all sorts of issues. Alright, calls coming out. And Kanan is able to see him through that lower window. And AF is down. Ember only has 1 member that's currently up. And There you go. Onward has crashed. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, and we are back. Looks like it's still the same round. There's one member of Ember left alive. Like Quintessential still holding upstairs. He's going to be able to look down and see Destructor right here. No, he misses Destructor. Can't tell if they're moving really slow or if I am dropping a lot of frames right now. There goes our C4 explosion. Alright, and Destructor puts shots onto Kanan's position. There's only 15 seconds left, and Kanan is able to take out Destructor. And we are all tied up once again. Tied up 3-3. Sorry about the cast drop there. Like there are still a couple bugs with this patch. Never fear. James and the crew are on it. Like we did lose a member from Sinister Pride, so we'll be waiting for him to get in. Meanwhile, looks like the title did not update to the stream correctly. On my screen, it is saying has been updated. But it looks like that's not the case. Now, should be updated. And maybe not. I don't know what's going on. For whatever reason, it will not update the title. Okay, so for some reason the title is not updating. So apparently Twitch is having its own set of issues as well. I actually must have missed it there. Looks like we're getting a lobby reset. So give me just a moment.
Then what room did I just join? It's the last one. Hey, Chip.
All right, stand by just a moment. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so it looks like the lobby was bugged and they needed to remake the lobby. So give us just a moment and we will we'll be joining back up. Alright, that's actually the first time I've been able to use the change score function. That's awesome. So we are back 3-3. We do have both teams in here. Looks like they are readying up, and then we'll finally get into the last round of just our first map here. And Durfin is a 4-month subscriber to the Onward Master League. Thank you for your support. Should be getting into this round very quickly. Now it is going to be the center house objective. It is 3-3. This is going to be the final round. Waiting for them to kick off this map. Kind of funny. Usually Suburbia is a pretty quick map, but this one has taken a while between the different bugs and everything. Make sure they're not waiting on me. right, and we are back into, so lets me out of the tent, into the final round here on Suburbia. Ember's going to be on defense. Sinister Pride, they're going to have to be the first Marsoc to get a point if they would like to win this map. So far, out of 6 rounds, there's been 6 Volk victories. We're getting single file straight up the middle. This could be a quick one here. They do slow it up. They're not going to rush straight in. We do have 2 members. Looks like 3 members are going to be inside the building. J-Lo's going to be holding lane 2. I think I saw one. Yes, Rob right there hiding behind the wall. Kane is actually peeking the pool area. He doesn't see anybody at the front door. He's going to be looking into the playground area. All members of Sinister Pride are in the center of the map. None are flanking left, none are flanking right. They're wanting a heavy push right up the middle, and we do have C4 going off on that left side. Unfortunately, no one was in the premises. Now, Rob is actually peeking up. Kanan's looking right at him. I don't know if Kanan was able to see him just there because there is a little bit of a green hedge between them. Rob is rocking that 12 gauge. J-Lo, he's going to be using this cement wall as a protection. Now, he can still be seen at the right angle. That'd be one heck of a shot. Here we go. We're starting to get some slow movements here. Quintessential is about to make it in. We're actually going to follow in with him. Destructor is going to be holding the top of the stairs. AF also holding top of the stairs. Durfin looking out that right side. Smoke in the carport. Quintessential has made it in. Traden runs up, throws the grenade, and that grenade is going to take out one member. One's upstairs. Another man down. Traden upstairs. He actually is taken out by Durfin. Traden dropped his gun. Durfin is actually going to be at the top of the stairs now. Lots of shots coming outside. Ostentatious able to take out J-Lo in that barricade. Rob has moved up. Good rotation by Rob. Now we have 3-on-2. 3 offensive players. Now right now Fester's not with his team at all. He needs to push up. We need a 3-on push him, but Rob is going to flank from behind. And that 12 gauge to the back of Kanan. Great heads up play by Rob to even the score. Now because Fester was so far back, he was not able to get a refrag there. So we are down to 2 versus 2. Ostentatious going to be holding that window if Durfin peeks at all, but looks like Durfin's just going to be watching that staircase. Now he did just rotate his tablet. Austin should have been able to hear that. Fester's still way back. Looks like he's going to go for a full flank here. Rob making some good rotations as well, not wanting to stay too close. Ostentatious on deck. Rob's going to see him. No, Ostentatious sees Rob first. It is now Austin versus Durfin. Fester still over in the playground. Now, the issue with Durfin's position is you can actually come to these bottom 2 stairs, put your hand up in the air, and you can actually cap without ever being seen by Durfin. So Durfin is going to have to move if he wants to be able to stop this cap here. If they figure out that that's where he's at, they can go for a cap. Now Austin making the slow move up. Fester still nowhere around. Minute 45 left. Austin has plenty of time here. If Austin peeks and realizes that man is dead and that there's no one up there, he can get a cap here for the win. What he doesn't need to do is rush up the stairs. All he needs to do is stand on those steps and cap. Durfin has not moved. Durfin is not going to move. He has 1 minute and 18 seconds. Austin's clearing every single room. He's down to almost a minute. Now looks like Fester is slowly starting to get up. "48 seconds left. Now he could be capping right now. 30 seconds, 35 seconds rather. He pre-fires. He pre-fires.
Come on, go. Go, we gotta
19 seconds. He calls for code. 8 seconds. Fester's going to move up. Ostentatious and Fester are both down. Durfin is able to secure it. Durfin is able to secure it, and Ember take the round. That was a very unfortunate play by Sinister Pride. All they had to do was cap from the bottom of the stairs. I don't know if they didn't know if it was possible. But that was not played very well, because unfortunately, when he said go for the code, Sinister Pride member pulled out his tablet, and that meant he dropped his gun. And then it was just a one-on-one. And Ember come out the winners of round number 1. Let's see what we have for map number 2.
Hey, I'm in
Chose
first.
Downfall 3.
Woo! What?
Why did you choose Downfall 3, AF?
AF? What the fuck?
And for some reason, I'm not sure what happened, but I just got thrown in as a player. So I'm gonna have to leave this room and come back again. All sorts of bugs today. All right, there we go. And it looks like... Okay, make sure my audio is working. And it is working. Looks like we are going to be on quarantine. Looks like we could be seeing a timeout here. Like we're switching out some players. That being said, let's take about a 3-minute pause and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here on map number 2, Quarantine. It looks like, I believe it's Sinister Pride is actually using one of their 2 timeouts. In this setup, we do have, each team is allotted a 15-minute timeout and a 10-minute timeout. They can be used at any point throughout the match. However, they cannot be used concurrently, meaning you can't have one 25-minute timeout. So they will be using their 15-minute timeout. Not sure if they're going to use the entire thing. I'm not sure if it's strategy related or if they're trying to get a player in. Not quite sure the reason for the timeout, but it looks like we have all 5 members of Sinister Pride in and 4 members of Ember in. Actually, I said that wrong. It is actually Ember who is using the timeout, not Sinister Pride. That being said, after map number 1, Ember was actually able to come in with the win at the very end there, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if I've seen a match yet where a map went every single round to the defense. So not a single offensive round there, which is pretty unique to say the least. Now there could have been a potential cap in that last round, but it didn't go that way, and a great heads-up play by Durfin to be able to secure the 2 kills right there at the end with about 5 seconds left in the round, and secure map number 1 for Ember. That being said, we do have all 5 members now in the lobby. Like they'll go over some last-minute strategies. Again, we are going to be on Quarantine 1. This map definitely is going to be a little bit different pace than Suburbia for sure. Potential for some long-range shots here. We'll hold here until these teams are ready to go. And after that long time out, we are back. Let me get you some game audio here because that will be important. And here we go with round number 1 of the second map. We do have Sinister Pride. They're going to be on defense here. We do have a gas station objective, which is always a fun one for both sides.
Watching it, and I'm pissed I didn't get to see the end.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Don't let anything.
All right, looks like we do have a northern spawn for the offense. They're going to send 2 along the west side, 2 along the east side, and 1, it looks like Durfin is going to be taking up the rooftop. Now on defense, we do have 1 member in center bunkering building. We have Festeries will be watching that back road. We have 1 in gas station. 1 heading back towards plane wing right now. We're missing a member. Oh, and the last member is going to be all here. All the way in the back here. You know, I've played this game quite a bit. Never knew you could come back there. So Kanan with a very unique position. Again, that's why I like these mid-range teams. You never know what you're gonna see, but he's gonna be able to see anyone flanking that side. Now it is gonna pull him a good bit off of the objective, but that's gonna stop any flank from there. All right, and we do have smokes out. It looks like Rob is gonna try and make a cross here. There are shots back here onto the plane wing. Austin taking fire from that rooftop. Now here's the first cross. We do have 1 member across. We have 2 members across. They'll be pushed up on Austin's position here in just a moment. And we do have a grenade out. Like a flash grenade. He's moving. I don't know if he thought somebody might be up in that ditch already, but he's moved off that wing. He knows someone's around on that side. Now on this backside, we actually have 2 members that are about to cross in front of, sorry for flipping the camera, into Kanan's view. Kanan should actually be able to see that. I don't know why Kanan didn't fire there. Kanan should see him crawling. Both members. No shot. Finally, a shot comes out. Kanan does clear
I got one down.
the kill onto J-Lo. I don't know if he saw the second one. AF has no clue where that shot came from. Now, unfortunately, I don't think Kanan knows that AF even made it up here, so he can actually surprise Fester here, but he has his tablet out. Fester should be able to hear that. And we do get a trade here. Fester is able to down and out AF, and Fester is revivable.
Somebody here in the staircase of the building. They're in with me. Kanan, I am reasonable.
So he's calling for that revive. So that western flank is now out. We have C4 being detonated. We have Durafin, who's going to be pushing along in front of rooftop building. We have Rob and Destructor are going to be pushing along playing wing, and shots are out on that backside. Ostentatious steps out of cover, takes out Rob. And shots now out from Destructor.
By objective. Group of one by the plane wing is by the side of the building to the left. On the left side of the building in front of you.
Now it still has not double tapped Rob. Rob has given out all of the locations. Destructor trying to get a shot here. There's a revive on Fester. Destructor stands up, fires, and he's able to take out Ostentatious, but Ostentatious is not out.
I'm resible next to the wing. There's one at blue car. I'll call him out.
Durafin actually made it up to the rubble. Here's his push up to Trident's position. Or Trading, rather. Now Durafin may actually be able to hear that tablet. There's a revive on to Rob. And Durafin takes out Trading. Destructor finishes out Ostentatious. Nullus has been spotted, and his wall is being peppered. Kanan able to step up and take out Destructor. Now that is going to give away position to Durafin. Fester moves across Durafin's view. They may have gotten across clean. Durafin now crossing the street. Very aggressive move. It just happened to work out that Kanan went for cover at the exact same time. Durafin's going for a cap here. Durafin sets out, and Nullus is able to take him out. The refrag from Rob. Rob's the last member here. I believe Kanan may have been spotted there. However, running out of time, Sinister Pride is going to take yet again another defensive win. Even I wasn't paying attention to the time that time. And that's going to be 1 point for Sinister Pride. So far, the story of this match has been defense leads the way. .35 seconds left in that mid-round timer. go with round number 2. This time we do have Ember who are going to be on defense. Same objective.
Mom, I lost my eye.
Now it looks like Sinister Pride, they're going to have crater spawn here. It'll be interesting to see if they send a few across the street. Now J-Lo may be going for that same position. I guess I was the only one unaware. Structure, he's going to be in this double building behind the behind that plane. Now so far no members of Sinister Pride have made it across the road. Now Trade and Infestor are going to start making their move across. Kanan's going to be down in the rooftop courtyard here in just a moment. Durf is actually able to take out Traden crossing the road. Fester makes it behind the wall, but Traden is down and out. Great shots by Durfin. Now we actually have a pretty spread out defense here. You have AF, he's not going to push all the way up to the plane weak, he's just going to watch this back corner. Durfin in the center burning building. You have Destructor and J-Lo back in the back, and Rob is going to be holding the gas station. It's kind of a unique position for AF. You would expect him to be on the other side of that barricade to have a little bit of cover. That being said, here goes our push-up. You have Nullus and Kanan both in that rooftop courtyard. You have Ostentatious on top of the roof. Durfin is now peeking that courtyard. He may see Kanan. No shots went out.
We got no plan here. What are we doing?
North side or south side?
In that early pick, no action so far. Now we have some shots from the rooftop. He's able to take out Destructor all the way across. Great shots from the roof. It's not an easy shot to land at all. But like Destructor just pushed up a little too high on those stairs. Still too much of his body. Now that is going to get Durfin watching that location. He's going to see if he can't spot where those shots came from, which is exactly where Nullus and Kanan are going to be pushing from as well. Now we do have one member Fester who's going to be pushing around that back side. AF now in a very forward position. He's going to run across it. Fester's actually holding that rock. And he clears the headshot onto Fester. Great shots by AF. Having no cover himself, he's able to clear that shot. Now he's actually running way away from the objective here. We got the final three members of Sinister Pride. Essentially, it's a 3v3 right now. He will be out of this fight for quite a while. Grenade on red car. Unfortunately, no one was there.
Yeah, if you go left, I'll go right.
We're starting to get a little push here. Two minutes and 15 left, and they still really haven't made much of a push. Now, we actually are getting AF because Sinister Pride hasn't moved at all. AF has made it all the way around from behind. He's going to be able to see them very shortly. Checking every angle. AF should be able to see him. He does, and he takes him down. He hasn't seen Kanan, who is also out in the open. And Nullus is down and out. Ostentatious has moved up, and it is a trade. Durfin is still revivable. Kanan, the last remaining member. AF is now pushing up. Kanan is ready to grenade. He's going to throw the grenade on top of the roof. That is not going to be enough to finish off Durfin. He'll push it up, and now he sees Kanan, and that is going to be it. That is going to be another defensive win, and Ember tie it up at 1. So 9 consecutive rounds with no offensive points. Both teams wanting to do something here to break up the Volkfest so far. If they continue, if there are no Marsoc wins, then Ember will actually win the whole game if that continues. So there's got to be some Marsoc wins here shortly. 20 seconds left in the mid-round countdown. And here we go into round number 3. Ember's going to be on the approach. Sinister Pride going to be on defense. Now this is going to be a center burning objective. We do have a crater spawn for Ember. Like we're going to get a 3-2 split. They're going to send 3 north, 2 south. Meanwhile, on defense, looks like they're going to send Kanan to the double in the back. We have shots out on members crossing the road. Traden able to call out both members, Nelson and Traden, sharing the building. We do have Fester, who is going to be holding in gas station. And then we do have a forward defensive member, Ostentatious. Not sure how I feel about gas station on this objective because it's going to be very unlikely that they even make it that far in the back of the map. Now, maybe if they did a full northern flank, potentially. But Austin's actually moved up to a really good position. You wouldn't really expect a defensive member to be here, and he's about to be able to see Rob. Actually, he may be able to see Rob right now. No, he's looking to his right. Rob's to his left. He now sees some shots are out, and he is able to take out and finish Rob. Great shots by Austin. He's able to see him just in time. You know, it's aggressive to put a defensive player so far forward, but as you can see, sometimes it is beneficial. You just catch them off guard just a little bit. Now, Ember has moved 3 members to this rooftop area. They're going to do their best to try and get some picks here. We do have Destructor, who's holding down the cement trucks. AF, he's not content with that one. He's going to be moving up for more kills here. He's going to go see if he can't salvage some unfriendly munitions. Now Destructor is going to be making a push up. Ostentatious doesn't see it, but Austin should be able to see him right now, and he fires, and once again Austin with another pickup. 2 great pickups. Now we do have a smoke out from Ember. Actually, that was a grenade on objective. Actually, that's a really good grenade. We do have a defensive C4 blown up. Durafin's able to take out Ostentatious. Finally, Austin is being picked up on that backside, trying to make a cross. Austin definitely put some work in there, securing 2 kills for his team. AF has mate underneath plane wing. Trayden actually has moved up to that rubble. He's only watching the backside. He's made sure no one flanks around the side. Now we do have Kanan back in his standard position, way back in that back road. Gonna see some action here in just a moment. AF begins to push up towards center building. Now Kanan may actually be able to spy him. No, Kanan won't be able to spy him due to that Humvee down there. Trayden and Nolus right beside each other. On AF position, he's able to see his feet underneath, and AF is down. Trayden, great shots underneath there. Now, Durfin, he's going to be making a flank here. We're about to be able to see just how strong that position is for Kanan. However, J-Lo able to pick up a kill here. Like he has pushed up just a little bit too far. Maybe going for the double tap. I keep getting caught up in those power lines. More shots from J-Lo onto Nolus. Kanan has actually left his spot, and that's a bad time to do it because you actually have a member who's coming around. No, he's not. Durfin actually cuts back. So maybe that is a good play by Kanan. Kanan's going to hear those shots. Kanan's going to turn this corner in just a moment. And he takes out J-Lo. And he takes out Durfin. Great shots by Kanan. And that is going to secure another defensive point. This one going back to Sinister Pride. I don't know if y'all have ever seen a tennis match before, but that's what this feels like. Back, forth, back, forth. You know, at this point, I think it would be just great if we went the entire match and every point was defensive. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. I don't know if it's ever been done. I would suspect that it hasn't ever been done. But we could be making history here tonight. That being said, we're down to our last 30 seconds. Players come up with their final strategies. You know exactly where they want to go. It is going to be a repeat objective. Once again, this time Sinister Pride's going to be on the offensive approach. Now that being said, Sinister Pride, they're on offense with 2 points. If they do get a cap, they can actually secure this map. Don't usually root against people, but I'm actually looking forward to more defensive defensive wins here. I want to see if we can go every round with a defensive win. That would just be great. All right, there we go. Now we got the fourth round starting up. Sinister Pride on the offense. We actually have the exact same spawn as before. Sinister Pride's going to be coming through Crater. See what we have on defense here.
I don't really care. It's random. But don't forget to come back to present.
All right, so it looks like we are going to be getting a rush towards that roof. Durfin and AF are going to be securing rooftop. They're not going to let Sinister Pride have any action from that side, which is going to be interesting because all 5 members of Sinister Pride are actually going to come around this backside. All right, so they have been spotted. One has been spotted. AF is actually, he's moving too slow. He may not get over the cover. And Trayden hears him. 1 down, 2 down. Great shots from AF. 3 down for AF.
3 down, repeat. 3 down north.
And he can't get his hand back on his gun. Now he knows there's a 4th member. He has taken a shot. Play a little bit of cat and mouse. Kanan backpedaling. And Kanan able to land the killing blow on AF. AF able to pick up 3 kills. All members in a straight line. Almost able to secure a 4th one. Now it is just 2 on 4. Ostentatious is now going to be pushing up towards that roof. Durfin looking for the man down by the wall. He may actually get hit in the side here by Austin. Now, Austin revealed his position. Rob pushes up. I'm sorry. Ostentatious takes out Rob. Durfin pushes up. Takes out Austin. There's only 1 member of Sinister Pride left. And it is Kanan. And he's all alone in the back. Now, we actually do get a revive on Rob. So we are back with 4 alive members. Kanan trying to see Durfin if he can. Kanan's going to relocate. He has 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Looks like Destructor is going to be pushing up towards the ambulance. Make sure he's not going to be making a full flank all the way around onto objective. But that looks like what Kanan's planning right now. Kanan now going prone. He has no smokes. Let's see if he can't get across the road going prone. We do have a member pushing up. J-Lo's pushed up on that wall. And he is actually spotted by Durfin on the side and is taken out. And we have our... Oh, math is hard. A lot. We've had a lot of Volk, of Volk wins so far. And this one's going to add to it. Ember with another point. It's going to be 11 consecutive Volk points. Marsoc getting no love tonight. We have 40 seconds left in that mid-round timer. So far, as there's not really one player that's really been stepping out either. AF, of course, coming in with 3 big kills there. That puts him 6-3. Durfin tied with him. Sinister Pride on the other side, you have 1 with 4 kills, 1 with 5 kills, 1 with 2 kills. So everything's kind of being spread around. And here we go. We are going to be moving into round number 5. We are going to get a JB Hunt objective. Hashtag not sponsored. Wonder if that was fixed in the update. Nope. It's still JB Hunt.
Guys, we're doing well except for that embarrassing thing that's now caught on Twitch.
Trading. Loving the fact that we're catching all his mistakes. That being said, we do have 3 members that are going to be moving in pretty quick from Ember. We have 2 other members going to be pushing along that east side. I'm going to see if I can get past this building. Now, Ostentatious is in a great spot. He's going to be able to see them as soon as they come around this corner. They may actually be holding here. Looks like they're looking for some picks. No one from Sister Pride wanting to get on that roof. That would be a prime place for Ember to suspect one to be. A full flank here from Ember. And here we go. We are getting the push ostentatious. Looking for that pickup. Got 2 members. Now, Durfin may have actually just spotted him. AF out in the open. Austin still not able to see him. Both members pushing up together again. Durfin and AF are in a straight line. Now, it worked for AF on the other side, but Austin could potentially get 2 kills here. Now, that smoke actually has drew Austin's attention to the side. AF, he's going to be able to get the angle here. And we get a 1-for-1. However, AF is revivable. Durfin right behind him.
Whatever's building is, Durfin, come get me. You're clear.
That is going to be a revive. Destructor with a great shot on Traden. Traden just standing out in the open. Destructor over the wall is able to take out Traden. And we are down 2 defensive members. We have 5 members on Marsoc. We may get a Marsoc point here. We have 2 members of Marsoc who have made it around. Nullus on objective. Kanan on tank. Fester on that backside. Now that C4, I'm not sure exactly where it's placed. I'm pretty sure that just got the kill. I didn't see it pop up. But yeah, that was the C4 kill. Because we are down 1 Ember member. Ember member. Been a long night, people. All right, Kanan, now watch that side. We do have smokes coming out from that side. AF in the back. Kanan's able to take out Rob. That was actually a great grenade, but no one was there. Rob is down but not out. More shots in the back. Firing onto that objective. There are only 2 defensive members left. Fester is now going to be moving up. Durfin has actually moved up to a really good position as well. And great shots by Kanan. He's able to take out AF. Durfin now knows where Kanan's position. Kanan is going to relocate. Of course, he's going to be getting called out by Rob. Rob is actually revivable. I don't know if Destructor has a syringe or not. But you should be seeing a revive come in pretty quick. Now, Kanan was spotted. Shots just missed by Durfin. So we're getting a revive here, and the revive is in. We have 3 members of Marsoc still alive and well. 2 members of Volk. 1 minute, 15 left. Grenade is out. It's actually a great grenade. Just have to hit that post. Lots of shots come from that backside. That's going to be covering fire to get Destructor in position. We do have another grenade out. It hits that wall. It's not going to do anything from there. Fester should be seen by Destructor. He is. He's taken out. Only 1 defensive player left. We could get our first Marsoc point. However, they only have 40 seconds. They're still a ways away. Destructor and Rob can potentially move in. Durfin's going to need to do something really quick. Kanan knows how much time is left. Or he should know how much time is left. 28 seconds. Now Destructor with the move. Kanan hears them. Durfin moving up too slow. 19 seconds. Grenade out. Rob is taken out. Destructor should know exactly where he's at. 13 seconds. Durafin moves in. And Destructor able to take out Kanan in the side. That is our first Marsoc win so far in this match. And it came in round number 12. Round number 12 is going to be our first Marsoc victory. Now that point is going to go to Ember. Of course, Ember did win round number 1 in Suburbia, or map number 1 in Suburbia, and here we are 1 point away for securing map number 2, which will give the victory to Ember. Now, of course, because our league is based off of MMR and not strictly wins and losses, we will be playing map number 3. Now, for those of you who are not 100% familiar with how the MMR works, if you win the best 2 out of 3, that means if you're on the winning team, you're guaranteed to gain MMR. If you're on the losing team, you're guaranteed to lose MMR. The difference of how much you gain and lose is based on how many points you receive. So if it's a pretty close game, the losing team will not lose as much. The winning team will not win as much. If it's a huge spread, then the winning team will win more and the losing team will lose more. That being said, we do have 10 seconds left. Ember now on defense. Of course, they have not lost on defense yet. They haven't given up a single defensive point. They're going to be hoping to do the same and secure map number 2 here. Sinister Pride, however, can sneak in. They do have 2 points. They can sneak in and get a cap and steal this map right out from under Ember. Once again, we are going to be on that northern objective. Both teams are going to load in, and here we are with round number 6.
Hell yeah, 4 times with this is the best, alright.
Looks like we're actually going to get a quick spawn here. Now, Sinister Pride, they're going to be able to do a very, very quick push if they choose to. However, it looks like they're opting not to. They're going to send 2 members, and 3 members are going to go the long way. Thester's going to push up the middle. Lots of smoke out early. We are going to get Rob on the roof here. He should be able to see Thester in just a moment. Maybe not. Thester's a little bit further around that side. You do have a member at Cement Truck. Shots are out. From back behind objective, Rob sees Ostentatious. He's taking shots from Nolus. Not sure who he's shooting at.
One crossed the street and one's by the cement trucks.
Now AF, he's going to be making a flank here. Durfin trading. They trade. More shots on AF. Kane is able to take out J-Lo. I believe the objective's open. No, we do have one more member. We do have one more defensive member, Destructor. Pretty sure I've hit every power line in this map. Kanan's going to be pushing up that corner. We have a smoke out. Nolus does take 1, and Nolus does take 2 from AF. Ostentatious now firing an AS position. Oh, I forgot. I missed that power line earlier, so I had to come back and get it. Thester now moving up to the roof. Grenade is out. It's not going to find a target at all. Grenade onto the roof. And it does not find a target at all. Rob should have seen where that came from. He peeks. Oh, they don't see each other, but I does see the backpack. Thester now peeks. Kanan now firing at Rob.
Right next to me on roof. He's coming up. I'm There's another one behind us.
That's a call out right there for Destructor. And Kanan finally able to clear Rob. Sinister Pride, they want to tie it up right here. 2 defensive members for Ember. 1 player down and out. He's going to be able to call anyone flanking, but doesn't look like anyone's looking to flank at this time. AF is going to move. Kanan should be able to see that movement. He does not. Now AF sees Kanan, and Kanan takes out AF. Only 1 member of Ember left remaining. Sinister Pride can tie it up right here. Actually, if played correctly, Destructor's way back there. Kanan could potentially, if he takes the right route around this tank, he can get up on that objective and he can cap without Destructor being able to see him. But it looks like Destructor is fully aware of that, and he's going to be moving up on objective. Now Destructor should be able to see Kanan from there. I believe Destructor just saw his head. He does, and that's all he needed. He takes out Kanan, but Fester returns the refrag, and we are tied up once again, 3-3, going into the last round. About time we get some Marsoc victories. Now it's starting to get fun. For the second time, we are going to go into round number 7. Now this one's going to determine the fate of Sinister Pride for sure. Ember needs 1 point to secure the win. Sinister Pride needs 1 point to push it to the final map. This has been a knockdown drag out to say the least. It's like a 15-round boxing match where it actually goes to it ends up going to the scorecard as opposed to a knockout. It's painful for everyone. It's definitely hard to maintain focus and everything, especially when you start getting tired as these rounds seem to get longer and longer. But that's exactly what Sinister Pride and Ember want to do right here. Now is not the time to back down. Both teams are going to want to secure this last point. Now that being said, we are going to be on a new objective. So a very central objective. This one can go either way. It's not hard to defend, but if attacked correctly, it's not hard to cap either. Now, Ember is on the attack here. Sinister Pride. They've had some good defensive rounds so far. They just need 1 more. Now, I would assume Kanan's going to go all the way back in the back again. Looks like that's what he's preparing to do. Y'all heard the battle cry coming out from Sinister Pride. They're intently focused. Now, Ember's going to be on the north side spawn, so they're going to push up fairly quickly. They're going to be able to secure this roof, which is a huge advantage on this objective. 3 members are going to go around this back side. Now, as I said, Kanan, he's going to be all the way back in the back, and that could be the perfect spot for him. Shots are coming out from that right side. Nullus is going to be on objective. We do have 2 members of Sinister Pride in that center burning building. Now J-Lo has actually been called out up there by the air conditioner. Now we do have Rob, who's going to be in that rooftop courtyard. He's going to be able to push up from there. Still not getting a forward push. AF slowly moving up. Now let's come take a look at this position actually back here with Kanan. That's actually a really neat spot. He's going to be able to see anything crossing outside. But that was a great smoke. Oh, never mind. I thought that came over. Thought that was over on this side. Now, AF is going to be in view here in just a moment. Looks like AF is expecting him to be there, maybe? Kanan did pick up a kill there before. You do see C4 right there in the road. And AF sees it as well. He's going to disable it. He can't land the shots on the C4. Kanan is now going to be pushing up. He heard those shots. And Kanan able to secure the kill using the C4 as a distraction. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Rob takes out Thester. Nullus has been spotted, and Rob takes out Nullus. Ostentatious should be able to see Rob, but Ostentatious shoots at JLo. JLo returns fire. Ember now with 4-on-1. Kanan's the last defensive member. Kanan takes out Durfin. Durfin now knows where he's at. Durfin's good. I'm sorry, Rob. Rob now knows where he's at. Rob can go for the cap right here. Kanan now sees Rob. Rob pulls out the tablet. He's going for it. Got to put in that code. Will he get the 5 points here? He's running out of time. Kanan's pushing up. And no, he has to drop the tablet. He's going to go for the 4 points, and he takes the 4-point win. Ember are going to be the winners of tonight's match. That being said, we are going to go to map number 3 and see see just how much they're able to mitigate this damage from this loss. Unfortunately for Sinister Pride, their defense wasn't able to hold all the way through. That's going to be 2 maps to Ember. And we'll see what our third map is going to be.
What a good way to end this shit. it gets out of.
And once again, I'm not sure what is going on as far as bugs, but it just put me in as a player again. That's a very strange bug. We are back, and the third and final map is going to be Cargo. Now, this has been a league favorite for quite a few teams. It's very fast and a whole lot of fun. This is, of course, the newest map in the competitive rotation. So this should be a fun round for sure. Just a moment to put in the team's names, and we will be good to go.
Whoa!
they're going to be getting into this one really quick. And here we are with round number 1, map number 3. Sinister Pride going to be doing their best to mitigate some damage here, as Embers are going to be the victors of this match, but we are going to still be playing our 3rd and final map.
Okay, guys, let's focus. We're gonna move together. And I'm going with you, buddy.
All right, looks like we have all 5 members pushing straight up the middle. AF is going to push around right side. Lots of smokes out. We do have a trade. Nullison and Destructor. Grenades going out. C4 going out. Another grenade on Rob. That's a good grenade. And it actually downs Rob. Jalen's going to be able to go for a revive, and he secures the revive. AF has been taken down by Ostentatious. Sinister Pride looking good so far. 4 versus 3. Another smoke grenade. Another smoke grenade. That's a great smoke. It's going to split up Rob and J-Lo. J-Lo and Nolus, they do trade. Both members are down and out. Kanan pushes up and takes out Rob. Kanan pulls out the tablet. He's going to be going for a cap here. No, he doesn't. So it's a little bit closer. Durfin free fires that corner, takes out Kanan. Ostentatious runs into Durfin's bullets. Durfin's able to secure 2. It is 1-on-1. Trading out in the open. They trade. Who does it go to? Sinister Pride on offense are able to secure the round. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why so many people like Tanker. That is such a quick round. So much chaos. But Sinister Pride with the points there. And I forgot to select this on the map. So let's go ahead and do that. I believe I just said Tanker, but that would be incorrect. We are playing Cargo. Let's see how I see the scoreboard. Yep, that's what I thought. Let's try that again. Go back. Map number 2 was Q1. Map number 3 is going to be Cargo. And that point went to Sinister Pride. And for the first time, Sinister Pride is in the lead. So that entire round only took 1 minute and 8 seconds. Very quick rounds. And we are back once again for round number 2. This time, Ember are going to be on the attack. Now they're pre-firing, which is giving away their spawn position.
Let me rephrase that.
If you're aware of this map, there's only 1 spawn position. That is a, ooh, I thought it was a frag grenade. That was not, it was a smoke. Shot out again. We have a frag grenade on the back side. Not going to hit anyone. Ostentatious firing at J-Lo's position. Rob is taken out. J-Lo's taken out. Thester. Knows Durfin's in that corner. Nullus is now pushing up on this side. Destructor's about to run right into Nullus. Nullus turns his back. And they do go 1 for 1. Ostentatious gonna secure the kill. No. AF is gonna turn around and take out Ostentatious. Yes, AF is actually on objective. No one is there to defend currently. Now Fester's gonna be pushing up. And Fester takes him out. Durfin with the refrag, and Ember on offense. Tie it up 1-1. Now I do want to point out, for those of you who do not know, there is a rule in the VR Master League that if you on Tanker, I'm sorry, not Tanker, on Suburbia, on Quarantine, and on Cargo, you're not allowed to throw a frag grenade or a flash grenade within the first, I believe it's 15 seconds. It's either 10 seconds or 15 seconds. It's changed a couple times of the round. That means you can't ready your grenades either. So you do have to wait until after that time to pull the pin or anything. So that's why you don't see a lot of frag grenades early. But smoke grenades are fine. It is currently 1-1. That round only taking 58 seconds. So we are in round number 3. Mr. Pride on attack, Ember on defense. No defensive points yet given out this map.
Sinister Pride!
All right, looks like they're going to be sending 4 up, and Cadence will be flanking around that right side. Smoke grenades are out. And Ostentatious with an early pickup, and Ostentatious gets refragged in return. AF is actually pushing into the tunnels. He's just pre-firing, no one there. Nullus is pushed up. That's going to be a frag grenade. No, it's going to be a smoke grenade. They keep faking me out with these smokes. Now, Ember's actually pushed way back on defense. So Sinister Pride's going to have a second to figure out exactly what they want to do here. Looks like we are going to get a revive from Fester. And there it is. We are back 5-on-4. 1 member of Ember down. New grenade, new smoke grenade coming out. That's going to be a frag grenade onto Durafin. Is it going to be enough? It is not. We have another member of Ember down. Traden gets taken out by Durafin. Kanan now knows his position. Destructor's going to be shot in the back by Nullus. Durafin returns it. Kanan sticks his gun out and shoots Durafin. Nullus is now on objective. However, it doesn't matter because Sinister Pride eliminated Ember. Sinister Pride with another point. So far, this map has gone a bit one-sided towards Marsoc. Telling you what, these two teams are very evenly matched. It seems like every round could go either way. Just looking at the score, 3-4, 3-4, and here we are 2-1. I would not be surprised at all if Ember's able to tie it up right here. Like we did lose 1 member of Ember. Hopefully they'll be able to back in just a moment. Looks like Destructor is back in and readied up. We do have 14 seconds left on the pre-round clock. As we begin round number 4, Ember on the attack. Mr. Pride on defense. Ember hoping to secure a tie right here.
I'm gonna watch right side, work my way to center, and then work my way back. That's what I do best.
No,
Oh my god, that was a bad throw.
Smoke on top of the crate. It's not going to do a whole lot of good there. It'll do a little bit, though. All right, so objective is actually pretty well smoked. Those last 2 smokes really did do a good job. We do have a frag grenade. A little bit early. No one had gotten there yet. Now Destructor is actually all the way. He made it way up this map with a frag grenade over this back wall, but it's going to be a little too far for Fester, a little too short for Kanan. D4 is detonated. No dice. Fester is able to take out AF. Looks like shots on Trade's location. We do have another grenade out and a a smoke grenade way back in the back. Rob takes out Nullus. Destructor falling on Traden's position. Fester firing at J-Lo. That's going to be a frag grenade. And Traden moves out. However, it's not quick enough. The frag grenade misses. That's going to be another. No, it's a flash. I believe Rob is blind. Rob is blind. Traden's able to take out 2 with that flash. Traden's moving around that right side. It's a great position for him to be in right there. He's able to take out Destructor. Now Fester should know that J-Lo's behind that crate.
There's an invisible guy in the
Double
lobby. I
tap
just
him.
got
Double
behind here.
tap
Oh,
that
there's
guy.
a guy
He's
next to
in yellow. He's down. He's down.
J-Lo's actually push up towards the objective. Fester finally is peeking up, and he's able to take out J-Lo. And Sinister Pride with the first defensive point of this map. Sinister Pride is 1 point away from taking the map. Now here's what's interesting about why MMR is important. Take a look at the scoreboard. That point is going to go to Sinister Pride. We are all tied up as far as points go. So if you want to know why it's important to make sure you win the 2 maps, because the points at this point are only there to determine how many points Sinister Pride's going to lose versus how many points they're gonna Ember's going to gain. Technically, Sinister Pride can win this next round. They will actually have more points than Ember, but they still lose the round. So yeah, you definitely, the 2 maps are what you want to get. But it's just unique when you see 2 teams so evenly matched. Sinister Pride definitely want this next point right here. Basically, that would be the best possible outcome they could have aside from winning. It does look like we have lost a member again. All right, both teams are back full. Starting any moment. Once again, Sinister Pride, they can win the match right here, or they can win the map right here. Ember does not want that to happen. They would love to take it 3-0. Waiting for the teams to ready up. Not sure if they're having technical difficulties or what's going on. Both teams are ready. Disabled the countdown. There we go. And here we go with round number 5 on our 3rd and final map. And have lost our scoreboard. My escape key is not working. There it is, though. Okay. Here we go. Sinister Pride now in offense. They want this point right here. Shots already. We have a smoke grenade. That smoke's going to be on objective. That's a frag grenade, but a little bit off target. all the way off the map. Another frag grenade. Molotov lands on top of the building. It'll be a smoke grenade. Destruction takes out all the tanks. Ah, Jeff. Yep, just everything just happened. J-Lo's calling for the revive here. There it is. Revive comes out. Ember's got 4 men. Kane and Olsen trading all on the same side. Kane is now pushing up. Shots coming out from Rob. That's going to be a grenade. Kanan almost launched into a friendly grenade there. So much FPS drop. There's so much smoke on the screen. J-Lo pushes up, takes out 1, takes out 2. Trayton take it out as well. And that is going to be a point for Ember. Ember on defense. Sorry I wasn't able to capture more of that. That was all over the place. And with that, Ember secures that 10th point. Now, Sinister Pride, they can still end the match 10-10. If they can get a point here. As I said, Ember, they're not giving up, and they will be on offense. Ember can actually get a 2-point cap and take the rounds 4, 4, and 4. And once again, we have 2 members dropping. Match is approaching right now 2 hours and 20 minutes. Definitely one of the longer matches I've casted. Seconds left on the pre-round countdown. However, we're still missing 2 members from Ember. And we are starting to get the members back in. Missing 1 more. Still waiting our last member player to start up. And the official word is that it looks like Ember is going to be using a timeout. So we are going to take a 3-minute break, and we will be right back for the last round or two of the match. So give us about 3 minutes. We'll be right back. And here we go, after a long wait, for round number 6. Sinister Pride gonna be on defense.
This is a L defense.
They are looking to tie up the match here and take this last round. Ember's gonna do their best to get up there, try to secure this objective. All 4 members are on this right side, and only one is actually going up the tunnels. Now, currently, nobody's clearing the tunnels. We do have kills on our side. Durfin now going to clear the tunnels, and they do trade 1 for 1. J-Lo hears those shots.
Shoot him now.
Nolan's able to secure a kill. Ooh, and C4 goes off. F moves up. And there's 1 member left for Ember. Sinister Pride can secure the map right here. And J-Lo misses the shots. His position is known. He's going to have to move really quick to get out of there. Fester now knows where he's located, but Fester's not even going to peek. Maybe Fester doesn't know where it came from, but we got a frag grenade that just got ready. Tossed out. He gets pushed up on Free Fire, and Fester secures the final point for Sinister Pride. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a tied match, and that is gonna be how this match is gonna end. It is gonna end 10 to 10. Of course, your victors are going to be Ember. They were able to secure the first 2 maps, but the final score of 10 to 10. This has been a long one, people. This was 2 hours and 57 minutes. No, that is incorrect. 2 hours and 27 minutes, which is definitely a long one for sure. Very, very heavy defensive battle. Both of these teams very evenly matched, as you can tell from the score. But I do want to thank everyone for watching. Now, this is a weekday match. We don't do a whole lot of casting during the week, but this weekend there's quite a few big matchups that will be casted. Make sure, if you haven't done so already, make sure you take a look at vrmasterleague.com, as well as you can join the Onward Discord server, and of course all the league information is posted there as well. This Saturday and Sunday, quite a few matches, especially as we get prepared for playoffs, which are only about 2 to 3 weeks away. I do want to thank everyone for watching on behalf of the casting staff. I want to thank you for all your support each and every cast. If you do want to touch base with us, let us know how we're doing, things like that. Make sure send us either you can send us direct messages in the Onward Discord, or feel free to post in general chat. We love to see it there. I want to thank everyone for watching, and we will see you all next time. Have a good one, everybody.